with the Stan Simpson Show. Here now with our entertainment attorney, James Walker. Well, good to see the champagne tie. Looking kind of good, like a Donald Trump thing going on over there. All right, listen. So we have a lot of things going on. Let's talk about the late, great Lena Horne, 82 years old. A lot of folks out there in this generation not quite sure who she was. A phenomenal performer, an icon, right?
Icon, 92 years old. One of the few people in this business I'm saddened that I didn't get a chance to interview for a book or meet, because she paved the way for so many of us in the music industry. A lot of people don't know, when she came to Hollywood, they had to buy a house under a different name. They couldn't say it was her house. And then the neighbors signed a petition to move her out of the neighborhood. And it was an actor.
Because she was African-American.
Because she was African-American. And I believe Humphrey Bogart went to the neighbors and kind of quelled the storm and told her, let me know if you ever have a problem in this neighborhood.
Well, civil rights was a big thing for her. Civil rights person, very involved, but also a great actress, dancer, singer, actress. But you're right, civil rights was something that drove her, and those episodes helped inspire her to do that.
I remember seeing Stormy Weather and Cabin in the Sky as a child, and waking up in the middle of the night. They used to air the old black and white movies.
Well, you're older than me, so I don't know the black and white stuff. I'm a digital guy.
Those movies didn't always have a great plot line to them, but an actress like Lena Horne, Miss Lena Horne, would really just keep you glued to the TV. And then she had the cameos on The Cosby Show, and then she did this big Broadway thing, Lena Horne, The Lady, Her Music. And I mean, it was just a sad day for everybody. I mean, people were posting all over Facebook, online, you know, rest in peace, Lena Horne. She's just a true legend.
And was quite a sex symbol back in her day, right? During her prime, was quite an attractive lady.
Quite a sex symbol, and always had elegance, grace, class, charm, and that raspy little voice. And just, it's just really sad to see her go, but she lived a great life.
Now, speaking of staying power, Betty White walked 70 years in the business, 88 years old, a resurgence now. You had the SNL, she was guest hosted that. She had the Super Bowl commercial. I mean, she's back with a fury, a really funny lady, but your thoughts on the staying power of her?
It makes the point that comedy has no age limitation. Comedy is about timing. A few weeks ago when we were talking about Chris Rock and his movie, we were talking about timing. And Betty White, at 88 years old, still has timing that's incredible.
People love her.
Saturday Night Live had their highest rating since the whole Sarah Palin, you know, Tina Fey time of the Democratic primaries. They had one of their highest ratings ever because the Facebook fans, 500,000 strong, petitioned them to bring Betty White on to host.
So you're an entertainment attorney. She has what? She has it. What is it that she has?
As an entertainment lawyer, what she has is a genuineness. She's everybody's mom, everybody's grandma. She's funny. She's hip. She's still relational. She's older, senior citizen by 22, 23 years, but at the same time, she's still young and hip. And everybody knows her from the Golden Girls. And
can be very salty, right?
And can be very salty. Yet,
sexually provocative, too, which adds to the whole age thing, right? She has a bit of a...
She breaks all of the molds. When we think of people who are 88, we think of, you know, our grandparents or seniors in our community, and we don't see them hosting Saturday Night Live and kind of making fun of themselves, you know? She talked about Facebook. She said after all of the fun of them nominating her, she finally went online and realized it was the worst waste of your time ever to be on Facebook all day. And I thought that was so funny, you know?
All right, staying with the whole women theme here, Queen Latifah now. She's putting her toe into the producing waters. New flick out, Just Right, about sort of a romantic comedy with a basketball backdrop. Let's take a look at Just Right and then talk about Queen Latifah.
Hello, Denzel.
What do you do?
I am physical therapist at a rehabilitation center.
I had such a great time tonight.
Oh, me too. You know, next time maybe we could catch a movie or
Just got out of a relationship, you know?
She's not emotionally ready.
Exactly. I mean, you know, we can still hang out. Yeah, I mean, you're good people.
Been there before, huh? So you have Queen Latifah and Common, rap star. Both these folks are sort of, you know, cross-pollinating. You have Common, who's rapping and acting. Queen Latifah, again, who is doing singing and acting. Your thoughts on her evolving now into a producer?
Well, Queen Latifah, the movie she did with Steve Martin, you know, the big comedy she did with Steve Martin, Chicago, the movie she did with Richard Gere, she has really shown that you can take your gift and just go well beyond what anybody expected. To see her directing this movie and working with Common, I think this movie's going to open up strong at the box office. She and Will Smith have shown that rappers can be taken serious in Hollywood and that you can put them in a leading role. She's got a Revlon commercial. I mean, it's just phenomenal what she's done, and to be directing and producing now gives her even more power.
And how about Common? Same thing. Here's a guy's a rapper who is evolving as an actor and wants to sort of expand his brand. talk about, again, the need for some of these entertainers now to think not just singing and dancing, i.e. Lena Horne. You've got to kind of do it all these days,
well,
right?
what you didn't say about Common, which is phenomenal, I worked with him on a project in Chicago a couple months ago to raise money for Haiti. What's brilliant about Common is he breaks the stereotype that you got to be a hardcore rapper to sell records or to be a successful. He's clean, he's wholesome, his music is kind of neo-soul poetry-like. He raps sometimes with a band behind him. I mean, he really breaks every mold. And I think the word common, just the name that he uses is kind of significant in that he's kind of everybody's guy. He's an everyman's guy. And I think this movie is going to be huge.
All right, let's segue to sports a little bit. Lawrence Taylor, the great Lawrence Taylor, LT, arrested on rape charges, allegations of, underage issue there. Your thoughts on his 51 years old, always been sort of a rogue, and these are, again, allegations, but your thoughts on where he is now?
51-year-old, number 56 for the Giants, one of our favorite players, broke the mold for defensive linebackers and how you play the game. And it just seems like his life continues to be up and down when you think of how he came off Dancing with the Stars with everybody cheering for him. And now this. And he hasn't really issued a statement. His lawyer's done a lot of talking.
Right.
He didn't rape a girl. They're being very technical. But we know from statutory definition, if she's underage, he could have broken the law, and it's a sad day.
All right, we got to wrap. All right, thanks to James Walker, thanks to Mike Anthony, Scott Gray, Paul Pedersen. You can send your show comments or requests, or you can watch us again at ctnow.com/Stan and friend us on Facebook. Become a fan of the Stan Simpson Show. We're on Twitter, too, so look out for our tweets. Lori Perez and The Real Story are next for the good folks here at Fox 61. I'm Stan Simpson. We'll see you next week.